Hi everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I am here to do something a little different than what I typically do. I am here to show you how I prepare to do any of my book Bujo reading journal setups. So for today, I'm going to talk through all the planning I'm going to do for my 2025 setups. This is just going to be for the yearly setups. So this is my journal here. This is a artist's Loft grid journal that comes from Michael's. And so, mostly dot grid pages. I'm not even sure you can see the dots, but whatever. So I've got this that I'm going through. I also have, as you can see, a pad of paper to help with this. I suppose it would be helpful if I also grabbed a pen. I'll use this slightly bougie version. So this is my fountain pen. It's an IWI hand script that I have. I also have my 2024 reading journal, and I have a stack of sticky notes. So these are things I'm starting out with. I did do a small amount of planning before getting on this video because I've been thinking about this for at least a month at this point. So there's two things that I've been doing already. One is I have been collecting a set of reading challenges that I want to do in 2025. The other thing that I've been doing is I made a page of stickers essentially. So this is a die cut from La La Land that I put into my Cricut, and I made a couple different sizes. I made some big ones and I made some tiny ones. The dust is from the cutting process. For reasons I don't understand, it cut out this part of every book, but we're gonna just not worry about that and make it work. And as you can see, I also had it cut out one reading challenge. This is the 52 Book Club's 2025 reading challenge. I had it cut that out for me as well. So I already did that. And that is, the other thing I have is my list over here to the side of the reading challenges that I've just been saving, which includes this one and some other ones. So I think for today, what we're gonna actually start out with is putting all this stuff to the side. And we're gonna look at the 2024 journal and see what's working and what's not working. So first off, starting out at the beginning, nothing goes on these pages. I had like a cover page type thing where I misspelled journal, but that's fine. So I do want some sort of cover page, and that is also why I printed out this really giant trip die cut. This came from, I think, the 2022 Advent calendar from La La Land, by the way. Her Advent calendars are free. So printed that out, and I think I'm going to use that for the cover. So I do want to make a note here. So we need cover page trip. So I know that we need that. Moving on to some of these other pages. The next one that I have is a grid guide. I do want some sort of grid guide. But I'm not sure that I want it to look like this. We're gonna talk about that, I think, in a minute. We'll see how that goes. Next up is goals. So I do have some things I want to change about my goals. So first off, I do want a goals page, but I wanna just do read every day. I wanna remove the number of pages read per day, because I'm realizing that it's pressuring me to feel a need to read a lot every day. And some days I just really don't want to. And I would rather just have a goal of picking up something every day, even if it's just one page. So I think I just want to track that I do read every day. And then looking at my other goals over here, I do want to keep the nonfiction one. And I think I do want to keep the own shelf one. And I think I want to keep Bookstagram. I'm trying to post twice per week on Bookstagram. I've mostly done well with that this year. I think I want to keep that. The participate in a readathon, I think that either happens organically or it doesn't kind of situation. And making progress on a series, I realized that I don't care. So we're going to just move on. All right, next things. This is where we just get into the reading challenges part of it. So I do want to keep reading challenges. We've already talked about that a little bit. So ones that I want to keep, I have the 52 books one this year. I do want to keep Pop Sugar. I do want to keep Buzzword, which is now 2, if you've seen the announcement. I do want to keep Romanceopoly. And then the other one that I have on my list, so that covers, okay, the last one is Brie at 4 Paws in a Book has a 25 and 25 challenge. So I think that covers all the challenges that I want to do this year. Oh, and then maybe Magical Readathon. I don't know if there's going to be an Adventures in Aldea again this year. We're going to have to see how that goes. Okay, so that covers all the challenges that I want to do. And then we just got right into January. And honestly, I don't think I need anything else. I keep my front of reading journal planner actually pretty short and minimalist because I end up reading a lot. So I think now is the time we're going to pull in the sticky notes that we need to start covering all of this. Okay, so looking at the open book, I think this main cover page situation, we've basically got like 2 here. This is just white. Last year this was pink or coral, I guess. And then we kind of went into these pages. I don't really think that there's anything extra I can do with it by actually doing something with these pages. So I think this is going to be my cover page here. This is maybe not the pen for this particular. No, I guess it turned out fine. Okay. So the cover page, I want Trip, and I want 2025 reading journal. We'll decide in a bit if there's anything else that needs to go onto this page here. So I think that's this. All right. And then we move into these index pages. So we've got 4 index pages. Honestly, I am not an index girly. I don't really use them. So let's see. We have the header. I did notice that each of these is the same size as one of these, one of the dots, except the top one is 2 dots high, basically. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. We've got 28 slots here. And then there's 2 here. So it's basically 30 tall. I think that'll be the size of my dot grid there. And then the width. So it feels weird to do, but I am pretty tempted actually to use this page as my dot grid guide. So when I look at my dot grid, I don't actually know that I use the features of it this way so much as I just need to know where the divisions are essentially. To be able to divide things, and it might actually be cleaner if I were to present it in some different way. So I think perhaps I'm going to figure out how to make this a dot grid or a grid guide page. Just because I like it right at the front so that I don't lose it. And I think it's a good way to use up this page, as it were. Okay, so I think that covers that page. Then we have 3 more pages. And so we have an open spread here. Looking back at these guys, goals, read every day, nonfic, own shelf, book stuff. So I think I can probably fit all my goals in some arrangement on here. So I think I'm gonna have to figure out the best way to arrange it to make everything fit, knowing that this is 30 tall, not 31 tall. But I might be able to make it work. Like I could potentially add a box really down here on the days that need to be 31. Perhaps that might be a way to make it work. So I think I need pixels for days. And then I have nonfic times 12. My own shelf times 12. And then I have booksta. And that's going to be times 50. So I want to say 52 because there's 52 weeks, but is there a week that's majority in 2025 that makes it really 53? All right, this is my Aura Style by Any Plans B6 Daily Classic, by the way. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be 52 because I'm only going to have 3 days in the 53rd week from the way it works. So I think I'm going to call it times 52. Okay, I think I can make that work. So I think if we look at this, it is, are these in centimeters? Not exactly. Okay. So it looks like it's 1 3/4 centimeters this way. That is a very not helpful measure on this one. And then they're like just under a 1/2 centimeter high. I think we can make it work. All right, I'm just gonna keep going and we're gonna call this good. So stick that down right here for this one. That now leaves me with my reading challenges. So things that I know are gonna take 2 pages are Pop Sugar. That has 50 prompts, so that takes 2 pages. And Romanceopoly. This is 36 prompts. I think I want a print board as a tip-in. I don't know if it's actually tip-in, but whatever. We're gonna figure that out in a second. So that leaves me, the 52 books is 1 page, Buzzword is 1 page, 25 and 25 is 1 page. And then I maybe have 1 more. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Maybe we just skip out the Adventures in Aldea this year. I don't know, we're gonna see. So I have 2 more pages here that look like this. This one, it doesn't fit quite all the way across in this kind of space. But I do think I could still perhaps put it over these. The other option is to stick the 25 and 25 or the Buzzword on here. Okay, let's see. Of those 3, which one do I most want on this dot grid? I think that's maybe the better question of all of these. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this as the 52 book club challenge. I'm trying to decide if I want to just stick it in right now. That feels weird, but also maybe I will. Okay. Yeah, so if we do this, we have just a little space and then we have like a few lines. What if we just center it a little bit more? Yeah, okay. I hate putting down these giant stickers, but I like how easy they make setups. At least this is on the side that it's like pretty thick. Okay, there, I just stuck it down already. That does leave me like this little header space. I know that there's already a header here, but I might add a little bit, but we're gonna call it good. That's done. So that leaves these 2 pages. Now with the 25 and 25 and the buzzword challenge, I think are the 2 that will fit here most comfortably. So this is 28 lines plus the header. So I need 24 on the buzzword. And I need 25 on the 25. All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the buzzword on this side, and I think I might actually put the challenges down here and leave this space for the date, and then down the middle I will be able to put the titles. I think that'll work. So that's buzzword, left equals date, right equals prompt, center equals book. And so if we need 24 prompts plus, I think I can do a header for which of the 2 challenges it is, plus a header that gives the categories. I think it's going to come out to like perfectly, I need 28. So there's that one. And then that leaves 25 and 25 to go on here. Like so. And then we will do 2-page spreads for Pop Sugar and Romanceopoly. In the past, Pop Sugar has come first for reasons that don't really matter. So I think I'm just going to keep it that way. So this is going to be for Pop Sugar. I have 50 total, 25 per page. I think that's how I'm going to divide it. I know that there's like a header you can put for advanced and whatever, but I'm just going to ignore that. I don't think it matters. I just do them all. And then this one is going to be for Romanceopoly. Print board / map, I think it technically is. And add in center. So I'm just gonna like print it out and then have it fold between the 2 sides, I think is how it's gonna go. So there's that. And then that covers everything that is on here. So I think that's gonna be looking pretty good. So I've got my cover page, my grid guide, my goals, my 52 book club. I'll probably end up marking these by just like putting check marks over the number or something like that. Buzzword 25 and 25, Pop Sugar ×2, Romanceopoly ×2. Okay, so that leaves me nothing in this book, and that leaves me now, oops, I dropped my, just trying to rearrange things. My stickers all fell on the floor. This sticker page that I have here. Okay, so now we have Trip, and we need to figure out what colors I'm going to use to go with it. So typically I like the colors to kind of coordinate with these colors as much as possible. I like to stick to mainly neutrals or close to neutrals for my main setup for whatever reason. That's just my vibe. So yeah, that's where we're at. I typically use, at least partially, some zebra mild liners. This bin was holding my ring light, so now it's trying to run away. So I've got like these guys. I have a couple just sitting around in other places that I can throw in to consider. And then I have like a whole stack of various pen options here. Maybe what I'm gonna do is use this cool gray. It's even called cool gray. Awesome. Maybe I'll use that as my main color that I use for the general setup. That might actually work pretty well. All right, let me move all of these to the other side. Let me put this pen cup back. So if I use this as my main pen, then do I want a color, like an actual color pen? I'm gonna say no. I wanna do it very neutral. So the other thing I'm gonna pull is these Mean Show fine liners in black. I think that'll be helpful to have for writing things down. And then the last thing I need is I feel like I need some washi. I cannot show you my whole washi collection because it doesn't fit on the thing, but basically I have 4 bins that are all this size that have a ton of washi in them. So thinking about what kind of washi I might want for here with the kind of like neutral vibes that I'm going for this year. I could perhaps add this little bear. This is from Simply Gilded. I feel like that goes pretty well and it kind of keeps with the cute vibes, which is nice. And then I think I need one that goes vertically better. So like when I try to put in a tip-in or something like that, I kind of need it to be a washi that looks good vertically. So what might work for that? I'm also looking behind because I have a few washis that are just like sitting out and about places. So taking those into consideration as well. I don't think I want black. Black seems a little harsh, even though I have all these black pens. I don't know, it just feels psychologically different, I guess. What about this one? I don't have that much left, but this comes from AliExpress like 100 years ago, and it would be good to use up. All right, I think we're gonna call that good. I think that's enough washis, particularly for like my reading journal setup. So I think this is gonna be kind of like my color story, things like that, that's gonna show up. All right, so I think with that, we have now assigned pages in this journal. We've now assigned these colors and all of that. So I guess we're good. I think that's everything that I need to do for this setup and this process. Hopefully this was enjoyable to watch and you got to see a bit of how my thinking process works as I go through to do this setup, but that's all I have for today. So as always, please like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Let me know which readathons you're planning to participate in 2025. Almost said 2024, but 2025. Which readathons you want to participate in or what you're excited to read in 2025. If you don't have anything that you want to leave in terms of a comment, but you want to say hi, please leave me a book emoji. I would love to hear from you. And then follow me on Instagram at Creative Life of Liz. You'll see in progress and finished spreads of all my planners, as well as bits and pieces of my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.